Greetings from the Black Hills of Dakota Territory, United States of America. Stan Gibilisco here, proprietor and operator of ham radio station W1GV, Whiskey 1 Golf Victor. And now for something different. The bands, meaning the amateur radio bands on HF, from 14 megahertz on up are just abysmal as they were a couple, 3 days ago here at this QTH. So bad that I'm not even going to try to operate on them. The main problem on 20 meters, which is the band for which my antenna is optimized, is the horrific human-made noise level, which has me all the more interested in moving away to a more remote location. I keep yammering about that, and I keep not doing it, mainly because I guess at age 60 my carcass just doesn't want to move the way it did when it was 30. But I'm going to start here on AM at 4 megahertz and tune up, upward that is to say, through the shortwave HF radio spectrum. I'm not sure exactly where the shortwave radio bands are. I do have some miscellaneous data on this computer. Shortwave bands, indeed I do. Well, it's taking a long time to load even though it's on my computer. Here we go. There is a band at 4.75 to 5.2 megahertz. Shortwave broadcast band. Right here. Let's see what we hear. Nothing. Nothing. I did hear WWV at 5 megahertz. It's actually, this thing tunes so fast it's hard to zero in on the exact kilohertz. But there we go, 6.0 kilohertz wide filter. I don't know whatever possessed me to put a 3 kilohertz filter on AM. I don't know, I must have been in some weird kind of a mood because the AM bandwidth is nominally 6 kilohertz, and if you have any filters smaller than that, you're going to really get a compromise. I guess it was for AM voice or something. Ham radio, maybe, but... Listen. Shortwave broadcast. They're having some kind of a debate. I wonder what language that is. I guess music... want to be careful about putting too much of an excerpt of anything on here, because let's go up to the next broadcast band. That would be 5.85 to 6.2. You hear signals here, you see. 6.2. 5.85 to 6.2. Now we go up to the 40 meter band, 7.1 to 7.5. Well, let's switch over and listen to the ham band. That's what this is all about, isn't it? The ham radio bands. Now that's not too bad. See, conditions aren't too bad down here, but this antenna is not optimized for this band. And I do have room for a 40 meter dipole, should I decide to put one up. So I could get on this band. This antenna, though, it won't work on this band. And so I could put up a 40-meter dipole. I just, I'm skittish about having any antenna up that stays up any, that's permanent. Because I want to be able to pull this thing down real quick in the summertime. Of course, it's anything but summer here in the Black Hills now. This coming week, we're expecting temperatures of 10 below zero Fahrenheit. And I know you people in Alaska are going to laugh at that. That's warm to you, eh? Well, up in Fairbanks, I suppose, it's warm. That's probably, I don't know, I should check and see what the weather says in Fairbanks right now. But, see, there's quite a little bit of noise on this band, but it isn't really too bad. I believe there's a PSK. Oh, by the way, someone told me what that slow MFSK stuff is. Someone did email me and tell me. See, people watch my videos, I guess. Not many, but some. And thank you. I forget your call sign, but someone in Europe, I believe. It's a synchronized mode of communications. It requires a synchronized computer, synchronized to the time. So they claim that it has up to a 10 dB signal to noise ratio advantage over CW. So you should actually be able to copy this stuff even when you can't hear it. Like you might be hearing just this, right? Just hiss. And yet there might be one of these signals, it's got an arcane name. It's a JS something or another. It is discussed in the Aaaarghh 2013 handbook, though. So look it up in the Aaaarghh handbook under digital modes, along with PSK and MFSK and packet and all of those. It describes it in quite a lot of technical detail, and then there are websites you can go to get it. If I should remember next time I hear it to get the data, and I'll let you know here on a video what it is. Well, there are other shortwave broadcast bands. How about 9.35 to 9.9? Well, that's cool. That's a good, strong station. So, see, there is propagation taking place. It's not like the sun has decided to have a fit and kill the ionosphere. It's that some bozo around here in this neighborhood is using an appliance that's decided to have a fit and kill my reception. That's where I'm going to have to design a noise-canceling antenna. And when I figure out that design and get the motivation to build it, I'll make a video about it. I'll bet a lot of people could use one of those right now. I know that, you can get a loop stick from like Palomar Engineers. You can get one of those. There's a bunch of military stuff, I believe, around in here. You come across a whole bunch of weird stuff in this range up around in here. But, well, I already tried to get See, listen to that stuff. Isn't that weird? See, shortwave radio is still a cool thing to tune through. I remember when I had a shortwave radio when I was about 10 years old. It was a little pegboard, like a little circuit board with a 1T4 vacuum tube and a 45-volt battery. And I remember the first time I heard this, I was fascinated. Here you go. Well, it's not there anymore. Used to be CHU Canada, used to be around in here somewhere. I thought it was 73.35, but maybe I'm mistaken. Well, anyway, I'm going to quit yammering now because, geez, you know, I've yammered for 10 minutes at you. There are signals. I just don't have the antenna to receive them, and I have to figure out how to get rid of this noise. There's a cabin up in the mountains of Wyoming that actually has caught my eye, but I'd have to sell my house here and go move up there. But you know what? I'm getting to an age now where my heart is gaining power and my head is starting to lose. Is that good or bad? You tell me. Stan Gibilisco, W1GV from the Black Hills of Dakota Territory, United States of America, saying 73 and so long.